He had saved 47 lives, 47 strangers pulled from the hungry waves, 47 families who still had their sons, their daughters, their mothers because of him. But standing chest deep in the dark ocean that night, Marcus realized something that shattered him. There was no one coming to save him. In a small coastal town where the salt wind carried both hope and sorrow, Marcus was 24 years old, with shoulders built for carrying weight and eyes that had seen too much. To the town, he was a hero. The volunteer lifeguard who never said no. The eldest brother who worked 3 jobs so his younger siblings could stay in school. The neighbor who fixed your roof without being asked. The friend who answered the phone at 3 in the morning, every single time. Marcus will help, they said. And Marcus always did. But beneath his steady hands and reassuring smile, Marcus was drowning, not in water, but in something far more dangerous, the weight of everyone else's survival. Every night, he lay awake counting the people depending on him. Every morning, he rose before the sun, already exhausted. He had forgotten the last time someone asked how he was doing. He had forgotten even longer since someone waited for the real answer. His 16-year-old sister, Amara, watched him with worried eyes. She noticed the food left untouched on his plate. She heard him pacing at midnight. She saw the way his hands trembled when he thought no one was looking. But Marcus kept swimming, fighting, saving. Because that's what he did, that's who he was, until the night he couldn't anymore. It started with small fractures, a missed heartbeat when his phone rang, a flash of rage when someone asked for help, a hollowness in his chest that felt like drowning on dry land. Marcus ignored them all. He told himself he was fine. Strong people don't break, heroes don't stop. But the fractures spread. One evening, his youngest brother asked him to help with homework, simple mathematics. Something Marcus had done 100 times before. He looked at the numbers and felt nothing. His mind was blank, empty. "Marcus, are you okay?" he snapped. For the first time in his life, he shouted at his brother. The boy's eyes filled with tears, and Marcus felt something inside him crack wide open. That night, he couldn't breathe. His chest tightened. The walls of his small room pressed inward. He needed air. He needed space. He needed to escape. Without thinking, Marcus walked to the beach. The moon hung low over the water, painting silver streaks across the waves. He walked into the ocean. Not to die, he wasn't thinking about death. He simply didn't know what else to do. The water had always been his sanctuary, his place of purpose. Maybe it would tell him what he had lost. The waves crashed against his chest as he stood there, arms limp at his sides. He stared at the horizon and whispered words he had never spoken aloud. "I couldn't do this anymore. I've given everything. There's nothing left. I'm empty. I'm so empty. Why does nobody see that I'm drowning too?" He didn't hear her approach. Amara waded into the water beside him, still wearing her school clothes. She didn't grab his arm. She didn't pull him toward shore. She didn't cry or scream or beg. She just stood there, shoulder to shoulder with her brother, waves crashing against them both. Marcus turned to her, his face twisted with shame and exhaustion. "Amara, go back. You'll catch cold. The current is dangerous," she interrupted quietly. "I know, you taught me." Silence fell between them, filled only by the rhythm of the sea. "You also taught me to swim," she continued, her voice soft but steady. "You taught me to read the waves, to respect the water, to never panic. But Marcus, you never taught me that it's okay to float. You're always swimming, big brother. Always fighting the waves, always pushing against the current, saving everyone, carrying everything. When do you just float?" Marcus opened his mouth to argue, to explain, to say he was fine, that she should go home, that he would figure it out alone. But Amara spoke first. "Do you remember when I almost drowned? I was 9. I remember the panic, thrashing, fighting, trying to swim against the current. The more I fought, the more tired I became. The more tired I became, the faster I sank. But then I heard your voice from far away. You were shouting something. Do you remember what you said?" He did. The words came back to him like ghosts. "Stop fighting. Let the water hold you. Float." Amara nodded. "I stopped thrashing. I let myself go, limp. And the water, it lifted me. The same water that was killing me suddenly carried me until you could reach me. You taught me that the ocean isn't the enemy. Exhaustion is. Fighting until you have nothing left. That's what drowns people. You've been fighting for so long, Marcus. You've been swimming against currents no one else even sees. And now you're drowning. Not because you're weak, because you're exhausted." She reached out and took his hand. "I can't save you. I'm not strong enough to pull you from this water, but I can float with you. Can you let me do that? Can you stop swimming for one night and just let the water hold you? Marcus didn't answer with words. He couldn't. Something inside him, something that had been locked tight for years, finally released. His shoulders dropped, his jaw unclenched. The fight drained from his body like water through open fingers. Slowly, he leaned back. The ocean rose to meet him, cold and dark and vast. The same water that had witnessed his strength now cradled his surrender. He floated. Amara floated beside him, her small hands still gripping his. Above them, 1,000 stars burned in the darkness. Around them, the waves rocked them gently. For the first time in years, Marcus stopped swimming. He didn't save anyone that night. He didn't solve any problems. He didn't answer any calls or carry any burdens. He just floated, and the water held him. The next morning, Marcus didn't wake before sunrise. He slept until noon. A week later, he sat in a counselor's office, hands trembling, voice cracking, but present. "I don't know how to stop helping everyone," he admitted. The counselor leaned forward gently. "What if you started by letting someone help you?" Marcus thought of Amara in the dark water, holding his hand. "I think someone already did." Here is the truth Marcus learned in the darkness of that ocean. Stop helping others when helping them is destroying you. Stop swimming when the current is too strong to fight alone. Stop saving everyone else when you are the one drowning. You are not selfish for needing rest. You are not weak for needing help. You are not a failure for floating when you cannot swim. Sometimes, the bravest thing a lifeguard can do is let someone rescue them. You have saved so many. Now let yourself be saved. Stop swimming. Just float.